Simple Life presents. What is burnout? Warning signs you should not ignore. Working from home is now commonplace for many of us, bringing stresses of a different kind. Firstly, the pressure of rapidly adjusting to remote working. Not seeing people face to face may have lost its appeal by now. Followed by increasing anxieties linked to job security, the economy, and enforced social isolation. We may also unknowingly be working longer hours, and the blurring of our everyday work and life boundaries can make us feel constantly available to our bosses and colleagues. We may feel that our stressful existence is manageable in the short term. However, pushing through a whirlwind of obligations zaps our physical, mental, and emotional energy, and we become trapped in the cycle of stress and exhaustion. And this chronic stress can lead to burnout. So, what is burnout? Burnout is a state of emotional, mental, and physical exhaustion brought on by sustained or recurrent stress. It is often accompanied by feelings of doubt about our capabilities and our sense of self-worth, leaving us unable to function successfully personally or professionally. And burnout is not just limited to the workplace. Parenting, romantic relationships, and those caring for relatives and loved ones can all suffer from overwhelming exhaustion. The weight of their responsibilities and the feelings of inadequacy and guilt can cause burnout. Burnout does not just happen in a few weeks or days. It takes prolonged periods of living under the shadow of chronic stress, with little change, for us to reach the endpoint. But when we are enduring a stressful existence, it can be hard to notice the signals our minds and bodies give us. It is essential to recognize the warning signs to be able to take steps to support our health and well-being. 1. Physical exhaustion. One of the most common symptoms of burnout is a sense of chronic physical exhaustion. Even if you got a decent amount of sleep the night before, you might find yourself walking around work struggling to stifle yawns and keep your eyes open. For folks dealing with burnout, even tactics like drinking caffeine or getting some fresh air don't help them feel more alert. It feels as though you're permanently tired, no matter what you do. 2. Lack of motivation. Another symptom of burnout is a lack of motivation at work. If you're struggling with burnout, you might feel indifferent about tasks you once felt passionate about. You might also find that you care less or feel callous toward your clients or your coworkers. If you've been dreading going to work each day and this is a new feeling for you, burnout could be the issue. 3. Feelings of frustration and cynicism. You might also find yourself feeling shorter-tempered or getting frustrated more quickly if you're dealing with burnout. Burnout can also cause people who usually are upbeat to feel cynical or develop a negative view of their work or the world in general. It's normal and not problematic to experience these feelings from time to time. But, if they're a regular occurrence, they could be a symptom of something more serious. 4. Cognitive difficulties. Do you find that you're not thinking as clearly as you used to? Do you feel as though you're struggling with constant brain fog? Is your memory less sharp than it once was? All of these cognitive issues can be symptoms of burnout. When you're physically, mentally, and emotionally exhausted, you'll likely find that it's hard to think clearly. You may even have a hard time carrying out routine tasks that you could once complete without even thinking about them. 5. Diminished job performance. If you're experiencing other symptoms of burnout, such as brain fog or chronic exhaustion, there's a good chance your job performance is suffering. If you're having a hard time keeping up at work and you're not sure why, you may want to think about how hard you've been working lately and consider whether burnout could be causing a change to your job performance. 6. Always thinking about work. Do you find yourself thinking about work all the time, even when you're not working? Do you obsess over the day's activities or stress out about making a mistake? Are you constantly checking your email or text messages just in case you hear from your boss or a coworker? You should be able to leave work at work and get on with the rest of your life. If you're always thinking about your job, this could be a sign that you're working too hard. You may be on your way to being burned out if you're not there already. 7. Physical or mental health problems. Do you find yourself feeling anxious regularly? Or, do you feel depressed and unmotivated to do anything, at work or outside of work? Is your physical health taking a turn for the worst? Are you getting sick all the time, no matter how many vitamins you take? Being overworked can wreak havoc on your mental health. It can also weaken your immune system and make you more susceptible to infections and illnesses. 8. Interpersonal problems at home and work. It tends to play out in one of two ways. You have more conflicts with other people, such as getting into arguments. Or you withdraw, talking less to your coworkers and family members. You might find that even when you're physically there, you're tuned out. 9. Not taking care of yourself. When suffering from burnout, some people engage in unhealthy coping strategies like drinking too much, smoking, overeating junk food, not eating enough, or not getting enough sleep. Self-medication is another issue and could include relying on sleeping pills to sleep, drinking more alcohol at the end of the day to distress, even drinking more coffee to summon up the energy to drag yourself into work in the morning. 10. Generally decreased satisfaction. It is the tendency to feel less happy and satisfied with your career and with your home life. You might feel dissatisfied or even stuck when it comes to whatever is going on at home, in the community, or with your social activities. True burnout is not a temporary state that will resolve itself in time, and if any of what we have discussed resonates with you, please do not ignore it, speak to your GP. If you like the video, do subscribe, like, and comment. Do hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification. Thank you for watching.